That's right. Nobody gets paid. The only person that does get paid is myself, and by the time I cover my expenses and gas and everything else, it's pretty much a break even. So the players are out there for one reason and one reason only, because they love baseball and they love the competitiveness of the sport, and you can really see that come through in our ball players. There's a lot of time they put in throughout the season. This year we ended up playing 51 ball games. So that's 51 days and nights they're away from their families, and just for the love of the game. Our rivalry with Miesville is probably as strong as there is in the Cannon Valley League, where it all stems back from. And then also, I don't think there's two teams in the state of Minnesota that are looked upon as being as competitive as Red Wing and Miesville, especially when they play each other. We played them 9 times this year. They beat us 5, and we beat them 4. Fortunately for the Aces, we beat them when it counted. So it's a great rivalry. I think the teams, as it's been proven on the field, don't like each other when we're playing, but I do think down deep there's a bottom line of respect for both ball clubs, because they know how much they have accomplished in the past couple of years. Miesville's won a state championship in '89 and '92, and here in Red Wing we won it in 1990 and '93. So I think there's the fact that you don't like each other when you're on the field, but you have to respect what each other has accomplished. That's right. Our defense throughout the season was our strongest point. As we went into the season, we knew we were going to be good defensively. We've had great defensive teams in the past few years, and in the old baseball cliches, you have to be strong up the middle, and we definitely were with Brian Sutter, our catcher, Tom Lillydahl, our shortstop, Jay Tower at second base, and Brian Holling at center field. Those type of players really are the glue to your defense. And as you mentioned, we committed only 2 errors in the entire state tournament, and that was a big difference. That definitely helped us win some of the earlier ball games, and it was definitely the difference in the Miesville ball games. Miesville made a very costly error in the championship game, and we didn't. And we played great defense, which was our strength throughout the entire season. Yeah, we did. We had great pitching throughout the tournament. Brian Price, with the injury to Doug Toivonen, who was our best pitcher the last 3 years, really had to come on through the season. So Brian Price pitched a lot of the bigger ball games for us, and pitched a lot of innings, and also developed the confidence in the team behind him. And Brian won our first game against Marble, and also pitched a game against Prior Lake and won for us in the state tournament, and pitched some strong innings against Miesville in the first game that day. And then we had Doug Toivonen, who came back from an arm injury. Doug hadn't pitched since the Dundas tournament the first week in June until right before the state tournament and the section tournaments. So he was limited to relief action, but Toivy came in and closed out 4 ball games for us, and got to save in 3 of those ball games, and really pitched the way we knew he could pitch throughout the season. And as you mentioned, Wade Shellstad pitched a big ball game for us against St. Cloud and got us to the state championship game. And then in this 2 championship games, we got Josh Bach that started the first game and pitched well. He had 1 bad inning, but he kept us in the game to the point where we could use our other pitchers. And the same with Chad Goring, basically in the championship game. He got roughed up in the second inning, but he got through an inning plus, and that really gave Greg Kazula time to get ready, and it was very surprising that Kazula went the entire distance from that second inning. He didn't think he could, and I think our team didn't think he could go that way, but once he started pitching, there was no way you were going to take him out of the ball game. And Zoo, as he did in 1990 for our ball club, pitched in 2 ball games for us, and just was the main reason that we got to the state championship. He helped us in '90, and he just did it again in 1993. And along with our other pitchers, he definitely made a big impact on our ball club, and was the main reason we were the state champions again in 1993. Yeah, I think, as we mentioned, with the first time we played Miesville in the section, we beat them twice. And then we lost to them 4-3 in the undefeated game of the state tournament. But that game could have went either way. And then when we come back and won the first game that day 10-6, we had fallen behind like we had this game. But we came back and hacking away at them, and we came back and came away with a victory. And as we went in the ninth inning, I don't think we were nervous as a ball club. We never really showed the signs of being nervous as though we were going to lose it. Fought this hard, and we were going to lose it at this time. And I think our guys really felt that if we could get Lilly and Holling on base and get to the top of the order, we had a great chance of tying it up, if not winning it then. And I felt with knowing that we still had Doug Toivonen in the bullpen that we were in better shape pitching-wise than Meesville was. So when Tom led off the inning, we always joke about him that as soon as he gets on, we'll get him a pinch runner. And fortunately for us, he started the inning off with a base hit to right field. And then we did insert Eric Chandler in to run for Tom, and probably was a great coaching move on my part, because when Brian Holling fouled with the double to left field and Eric Chandler come around third base and fell down, everybody was wondering what the heck was going on. But very fortunately for us, Meesville's shortstop Dan Marceau overthrew home and enabled Eric Chandler to get up and scamper in for our third run. And that also was a big play because it enabled Brian Holling to get to third base for the potential tying run. And then when Jay Tower got up there and we had a guy on third base with nobody out, you knew that we were going to at least tie the ball game. And Jay hit the first pitch to deep right center field over the head of John Pold, the Mud Hen right fielder. And when he was on second base and the game was tied at 4, I think not only myself but the team knew that it was just a matter of time with guys like Wade Shellstead, Corey Tower, and Doug Toivonen, our next 3 hitters. We knew one of those guys would come through, and we were very fortunate. Corey battled off some tough pitches and got a great line drive double to eventually score his brother, and then the celebration began.